Good morning, traders. Code's looking great today. Let's go ahead and take some trades, free trading the code. That's what I'm doing now, just showing you how to free trade the code. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. I'll be right back. I'm going to take an entry. Okay, I have taken a short position here using the code. All we have to do now is just make sure it's not offset. Which of course it could be, but I'm just going to jump in. Now you could do what I've taught before, or I talked about yesterday, was just take the offsets. There's so many of them to take that, and plus you increase your math that way. But I'm just showing you, if you take the first one, you could take the first one and take the risk off the loss, off the offset, and just, go back and forth. It doesn't really matter. Don't be afraid to lose a trade, especially when you're free trading the code. It looks like it very well may be offset. We'll see here. No, maybe not. I'm going to drop out. Okay, I'm going to come right back. I'll show you the progression. Okay, I have adjusted the stop to 80. That's a 10-tick stop. Okay, using the codes. I'll be back. Right, just remember this math is good. 10-tick stop and a 20-tick exit. That's how you make money. Keep the loss small. When you hit the winner, come out way ahead. Okay, we have another short entry here. That's two back-to-back short entries. The only thing, again, we have to watch out for is it being offset right here. It is possible. Pay attention to the offsets, because when you see it's offset, you'll be able to follow that on the next one. I'm just coming out blind because the code changed just a little bit ago, a few minutes ago, and then, I'm just testing the waters here, basically, and figuring it out as I go along. Free trading the code. Looks like it may be offset right there. We'll find out shortly. Either that or it's just going to drop out. Okay, I'm going to come back. Okay, it doesn't appear to be offset here. I hope it's a short entry. We got two back-to-back short entries. It's going to drop out. Okay, it's dropping down here. Two back-to-back short entries. There's no trading like the code. That's for sure. I'm going to place a break-even stop here in a minute. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to have to reverse position here. Code's about to give a long entry. Okay, I am reversed position. Now I'm reverse position. It was supposed to reverse for me. I guess I hit the wrong button. Hit the exit button instead of the reverse. So I'm long now. Code saying go long. I'll be right back. Okay, I just had to reverse position again because that code is offset. So now it's saying it's going to go down. Code's offset. As you can see, it can be a little tricky. We have, it's what it is. It's just going tight in here, and it's going up and down in the codes, and it's just going back and forth, up and in a long, short position, long position, short position. Just keeps going up and down in this little tight little range until it breaks out and starts moving, going up and down. It's just going to keep doing that. I'm just going to keep taking it, each one, so you can see how it comes out. So you can see if you do the same thing, how it will come out. But you have to be able to read it. I mean, if you don't read it right and it's offset, then it's just going to get you every time. I'll be back. Okay, I had to step out for a minute. And the last trade was successful. Went through for 20 ticks. And I am back now, and I'll take some more trades, just free trading. Okay, I've taken a short position here using the code. I'll be right back, and I'll show you the progression and, of course, the outcome of this trade. But I've already checked it. It shouldn't be offset. It's always a possibility, though, they'll throw one in. So you always have to pay attention to that, of course. But, you know, most likely it isn't. Okay, I'll be back. Show you the progression, of course, the outcome of this trade. Okay, preparing a break-even stop at 60.53. 60.53. Wait for it to get a bit more ahead. In about 10, 12 ticks. Okay, I'll come back. By the way, I have placed the stop at 61. So it is a 7-tick stop right now. 7-tick stop. Always able to keep the stops tight. That's how you make it at this game, playing the code. I'll be back. What it's doing right now is just going up and down in this tight range. It's giving a short and then a long, short and a long off the code. Keeps doing that over and over. That's why it's going up and down. Okay, I'm out right there. Okay, it's a buy entry. Taking a buy entry right here. Just free trading the code. Following it along. Gotta watch out for the offset. Okay, I'll be back. It looks like it's offset again. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how you can just take the offsets. Just wait for them to come, and when they come, you take them. That will increase your accuracy quite a bit, even just free trading the code, because these offsets, the way that they've set them up, is a mathematical flaw within the program. I mean, they're trying to do it to keep you from making money, but they're not smart enough to understand that you can use that against them. They just created a mathematical flaw within the program. That's how dumb they are. I mean, these people, whoever it is that's programming this, believe me, I don't know who they are, but they are not very smart, that's for sure. In fact, it is shocking how dumb they actually are. I mean, really, it's like, who are they having program this? I mean, it's like the biggest retard programmers in the whole world. I can 100% guarantee you this as a scientist and philosopher. It isn't DARPA. That I can 100% guarantee you. It is not DARPA. Whoever it is that's programming this is an idiot beyond measure. It's good for us though, right? I mean, we could just sit there and use their idiot programming against them like it was nothing. I mean, they're retards. They're sitting there doing these offsets, and you can read them like it was nothing, and just sit there and take nothing but the offsets. I mean, they put so many of them in. Why not? Why not? Right? I mean, you don't even need to figure out the code anymore. You just use their offsets. Every time they throw in an offset, you're going to take it. You're going to win on the trade. I mean, you won't be able to take every one. Just wait for the offsets. But they happen like 50% of the time now, which should give you plenty of trades. If you could win every one, I mean, you could win just about every single one. That's what I'm going to start teaching, and I'm going to show you how to do this. It's so simple. Just take the offsets. I'll be back. By the way, I've adjusted the stop to 50. That puts it at a 12-tick stop. I'll be back. Okay, got a long signal off the main code, but remember it's offset. This one is offset, as it was last time, so we're just going to wait for the offset now. And go with it, whatever way it goes. If it goes long, I'll just hold it. If it goes short, I'll reverse. I'll be back. Okay, I have reversed position. I am now short. It is a short entry off the offset. Just like last time, the same exact thing. It's like the same chart. Same exact move, and now it's going to drop out just like it did before. Same exact thing. Yeah, these programmers are not very inventive, you know. they just do the same thing over and over again. Like I said, these people, whoever programmed this, is not very smart. Not DARPA at all. I mean, they did a pretty good job at being able to simulate it, but as far as the internal workings are concerned, the actual program itself, the way they programmed it, it's like a child programmed it. A kid. Anyway, I will be back. It's offset. It's going to go down. I'll be back to show you the progression, of course, the outcome of this trade. Okay, it's making a big move up here into the code. It's probably going to give a long entry. I'm going to have to reverse position. Yep, it's a long entry. Long entry off the code. Now at least it's finally broken out of this range. Okay, I'll come back. Just going to go for 20 ticks here. Stop is adjusted to 56, which keeps it at 11 ticks. 11 tick on the stop. I'll come back. Okay, preparing break even stop here at 60.68. 60.68. Break even stop in place. Can't lose on the trade. Okay, I'm going to come back. Or I'm just free trading the code. It went sideways there for a while. I got caught up into that choppiness, which chopped me up into the code a bit. But as it breaks free right now, I'll be able to follow it and just start hitting the exits as normal. I'll be back. Okay, let's get ready to go short. Reverse position if necessary. Following the code. Watching the code, following the code. Okay, let's reverse position. Okay, I am now short. Code says it's going to go down. You got to always follow the code, ladies and gentlemen. You can't just sit there and gel out and say, I hope it keeps going up. You can't do that. You got to follow the code. It's always changing and in motion. I'll be back to show you the progression and, of course, the outcome of this trade. Let me go ahead and place the stop now. The stop is going to be placed at 83. So, a very tight stop. Code will always tell you where to place your stop. That's an 8-tick stop right there. 8 ticks. Using the code. I'll be back. I had to step away for a minute from that trade and make some coffee, and it already made it to the exit. So I'm just looking for the next entry, and there was another code there I could have taken too. I could have taken another code. I would have made another successful trade. I would have made 2 of them just now. But what can I do? Anyway, lots of codes to take. I'll be back to take some more. Okay, we're going to get another entry coming up here. And I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'll be back. Okay, I have taken a short position here. My code is offset. Okay, it's heading down here. Phone's ringing off the hook. I really can't afford to answer the phone anymore. because it's just what it's doing is it's just taking up all my day. I mean, I've spent like 3, 4, 5 hours on the phone every single day. Just, how can I do that? It's just not possible. Everybody wants to talk about this system, everybody. And listen, I just got another question. Does the E-mini, does the code work on the E-mini like it does oil? Listen, the same computer that's controlling oil is controlling the E-mini. The same computer that's controlling the E-mini is controlling gold. The same computer that's controlling gold is controlling wheat, corn, the ETFs, all stock indexes, the indexes for the for China, the indexes for Japan, all financial instruments everywhere, all over the entire world, are going up and down via the code, via a computer. Okay? I mean, I really am getting tired of having to explain this over and over and over again. That's why I know which direction it's going to go over and over and over again, because it's being controlled by a computer. All instruments are being controlled by a computer program. They do not trade, period. I'm a scientist. I've proven it mathematically. There is no human being anywhere in the world who can argue it with me. Nobody has the intellect to do so. Nobody in the world. I am a German scientist, born and raised in the United States of America. Now, please, everybody, the code works on all trading instruments everywhere in the world, and it works the exact same. There is zero mathematical difference. The only thing the code does not work on is individual stocks, because individual stocks are the only thing in the world that actually really does trade. Nothing else does, including all stock indexes, are all being controlled by a computer program. I'll tell you, do you know what's funny? Is I could say that 1,000,000 times, and I'll still get 1,000,000 questions. The same exact question. Does the E-mini work? I want to trade the E-mini. I know you should trade oil, but I want to trade the E-mini. Does it work the same on the E-mini? I'll just get that question 100 times a day. Adjusting the stop to 60.56. I really like to be able to share this knowledge with people, but I mean, it's really, you can't imagine how much work it is to do this. It's a tremendous amount of work. And you can't imagine how many people out there they won't. I mean, some people, they get it so fast. Like this guy from the Netherlands, he understood like in 30 minutes after watching the videos. Asked me a question, everything he said was exactly right. He knew the whole system backwards and front in 30 minutes. Other people have been trying it for 3 years and still don't understand. You could explain it to them 1,000,000 times in a row, they still won't understand. That's the difference. There are people who can do this for 3 years and won't understand anything. You cannot do it, period. They don't even understand what you're saying. They don't even understand what you're talking about. It's so far over their head, it's not even funny. Other people, like this guy in the Netherlands, understood it in 30 minutes. Understood the whole thing, too. I was like amazed. I was like, man, it's too bad everybody doesn't understand like you. I mean, you understood so fast, so quick, so easy. I mean, this is romper room information. This is absolute 100% romper room information. It's just that people, if you watch Family Guy every night, or like these retard shows, they're gonna turn you into a retard. People don't realize their brains are mush now. They can't think. They don't want to learn. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to think. They don't want to try. They don't want to do any effort. Why do you think 90% of all businesses fail? Because business sucks? Because business is faulty? No, it's because people don't want to do anything. They don't want to. They don't want to put forth the effort to do anything. They don't want to learn. They don't want to do. People are lazy. People think that everything should just come so easy to them. I had this one guy come up to me, this 30-year-old guy. He said, well, I was supposed to be a millionaire many, many years ago, you know. And I gave him the opportunity to start doing something, right? What did he do? Nothing. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to do anything. He thinks he's going to become a millionaire without having to do anything at all. This is the problem with this generation and stuff. I mean, people are just become, they don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to apply themselves. They want to make $5,000 a day, but they don't want to do anything for it. They don't want to have to learn. They don't want to learn all the offsets. They don't want to learn the code. They don't want to learn anything like that. No, why should they bother? I'm going to go get my coffee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to answer all these questions for the last time, and then I'm going to place them up there. I'm not going to answer them no more. If somebody asks me these questions, I'm not even going to answer the email. I'm just going to ignore the email. I have no other choice. And I can't take the phone calls anymore either. I cannot have 100 people calling me every day and then answer the phone and then answer questions. And sometimes people want to talk to me for an hour, 2 hours to talk about the code and everything. I can't talk to people like that. I don't understand as a scientist why people have such a hard time understanding that this is all controlled by a computer. I mean, what are people thinking? You think there's a bunch of people actually trading this? And it's going up and down because there's like all these millions of people trading all over all these instruments all over the world? I mean, don't be ridiculous. It's all just one big illusion. And it's weird how people can't understand that, or they don't believe that. It's like they cannot believe that the world is that corrupt. And yet, it's a million times more corrupt than that. Oh well. 2,000 people so far know it. 2,000 more are going to know it. I'll be back. You're almost there now. Almost there. A few more ticks. What do we go down to? 40. I'm at 37. It's going to be the break right there. Let me check the code. What do we got? We got 1, 2, 2 short entries, 3 short entries, 3 short entries on the chart. Probably going to drop it a bit more. I'm going to take it down another 10 ticks. Let me think here. Down to 40. Let me see. What am I in at? I'm in at 57. Let's go for 30. Take it down to 27. Okay, just watching the code here. I'll be back. We're going to see if the code gives a short again, or if it gives a long. If it gives a short, we'll hold it, take it down, or if it gives a long, we'll reverse position, of course. I'll come back. In other words, if the computer says that it's going to go down, we'll just hold it. If the computer says it wants to go back up again, then we'll go back up again. We're going to do whatever the computer says to do. Programmers aren't very smart. Left behind a major flaw in the program. I'm following that flaw. I call it the code. Okay, now if it pops back up above, just as a general rule, if it pops back up back to 44, I'm going to jump out. And then I will take another code entry, but I'll just lock in the profit there. I don't want to let it all go because it could easily pop up into the code and then turn around, give another short entry, come back down, or it could reverse and start going back up again. So I'm just going to, lock in the profit. I mean, I got about 20 ticks in it almost right here. And so the code, the trade would actually be good for 20 ticks right there. And I pulled it, went for 30. Now if it starts going back up again, I'll just jump out. No big deal. It's either going to come down, keep going, and it's going to do it into the code too, if it does it. Otherwise, it's going to go up into the code, and I don't want to follow it up. Or it'll go down into the code. If it goes down into the code, then it's just going to hit my exit. And then it will either give another short entry, and I'll go short again, or it'll give a long entry, and I'll go long. Doesn't matter. I could care less what it does. It's just that I'm just trying to let you know, when you have this profit in here, just don't let it go, because the code goes 20 ticks. It'll either keep going for 30 or go back the other way again. Okay, I am going to jump out. As soon as it breaks that 42, I'm going to jump out. Always just pick a spot like that. Wait for the next code. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, it looks like it's just going to drop into the code here. And when it drops into the code, it's just going to hit my exit. And then I'll get another entry again. So to reiterate, all the markets are being controlled by a computer. Don't let anybody fool you. I broke the code in 2006. I said, well, why does nobody know about it? Because there's people out there who have an interest in not letting you know. All they want to do is sell you one scam after another. That's why they're ripping everybody off. They don't want to sell you anything that would actually work. They don't want you to know it's controlled by a computer. They don't want you to be able to make money. I mean, if you knew who these people were and knew how much of an enemy they were to you, you'd want to kill them. You'd get out your guns and you'd kill them. You shoot them. You shoot them in the head and kill them. I mean, that's what you would do, but you don't know. You don't understand what's going on. I do. And I am teaching people around the world how all the markets are being controlled by a computer program, and I am showing how this works and how powerful it is. And people are just flabbergasted. They're like, it can't be real. It can't be real. You can't not possibly be doing it. It's not real. What you're doing is some type of a scam, whatever. Hey, you want to believe that? Then go ahead and do so. A lot of people out there do believe their eyes, though. I'm going to reverse position if it goes long. Still watching. I'll come back. I'm going to take another trade here. I'm either going to reverse or I'm going to hold. I'll let you know. Come back. Okay, I have a reversed position. The code is now saying that it is going to go up. In other words, the computer just gave away a flaw in the program. The programmers programmed this computer, programmed it to go up and down in advance. And as the computer is following its trajectory, its pre-programmed trajectory, it's leaving behind these tells of what it's about to do. And it just told me, through its mathematics, that is the way that it's been programmed, that it's going to move up now. And so all I have to do is take the position and go up. Was that easy or what? The computer will tell you which direction it's going to go. Down, up, and what does it do? What is the computer doing with it right now? It's taking it down, and then taking it up, and then taking it down, and then taking it up. That's what it keeps doing. It's just going up and down, up and down, up and down. And the whole entire time it's going to tell you pretty much which direction it's going to go. All you can do is make nothing but money with that. I mean, it's like the best opportunity the world's ever seen. And if you put it onto a computer and somebody finds out, and you have this really bizarre agenda where your whole entire purpose in life is to go out and lie to people and rip them off. That's what you want to do. That's what you're called to do. That's what you're required to do. Therefore, that's what you do. So you go out and you rip everybody off. When somebody that comes around that actually finds something real, like me, a scientist, What do? Since they have an agenda to rip everybody off, what do? Well, they want to stop me from doing what I'm doing, to teach people something real. They want to stop that. Because they want to rip everybody off. They want to sell people products on purpose that they know don't work. That's what they're all doing. And this is a certain type of people who are doing this. And you can't talk bad about them either. You can't expose what they're doing. Can't imagine what will happen to you if you do. But I'm a scientist, and I am here telling the world and showing the world. All of the markets are controlled by a computer program. What I'm going to do next is give demonstrations live in front of a big screen, and I am going to show that I can tell which direction any instrument in the world will go before it goes there. Almost blindfolded. And people say, well, you must be a millionaire then. As if being a millionaire is some type of goal in life. People think once they become a millionaire, then everything's going to be good. Okay? Always got to follow the code. Code saying it's going to go down now. The computer says it's going to go down now. See? The computer's always taking it up and then down. Up and then down. Constantly. Looks like we've got a offset. Hang on. You have to learn how to read this, you know. It looks like it's possibly offset here. I didn't notice that before, that it was offset. I think they just keep throwing it back and forth. Maybe not, maybe not. Let's see if it goes short here. Yep, it's gonna snap back down and go short, I think. Always just follow the code. It's all math. Code is 100% math. There's no guesswork or anything like that, pretty much. Once you know, actually, yeah, I mean, I'm free trading the code. It's 100% math. You don't even have to figure the code out. It's just basic mathematics. Simple mathematics. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. If you can do that, then you can follow the code. People think, oh, the code's so complex or whatever. No, the code is romper room simple. It's ridiculously easy. Now, the implementation of using it, though, isn't ridiculously simple or easy. It takes practice. It takes, it takes knowledge and how it works, and then it takes practice. But what would you expect for some way to make, a whole bunch of money every day just from pressing a few buttons? We don't got to go to work and fight traffic and do all this different stuff, and you can live anywhere in the world you want to live. I mean, you can live in any country you want to live. You can do anything you want to do. You can go anywhere in the world you want to go. I mean, what do you expect from that kind of freedom, that kind of power? You better be willing to get in here and start learning how this works and start applying yourself. Just remember, 90% of all businesses fail. It's not the fault of business that happens. It's the fault of the person doing the business. If you want to be successful at this, you better apply yourself. What I'm here doing is teaching the world how the computer works behind the movement. That's what I am doing. I am the scientist. I broke the code. I am teaching how it all works. All of my work that I did to break the code, to show that this is all being done by a computer, all being controlled up and down by a computer. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to come back. You can see it's pretty tight. Doesn't want to move a lot in between the codes, in between the 20 tick movements here. It's not moving a whole lot, but I'm just going to keep following the code, free trading it and following it the whole time. I'll be back. By the way, I've got a break-even stop there at 60.41 in place. So it's either to the stop, break-even stop, or to the exit at this point, but I am following the code. I'll let you know what the code says. Be right back. Okay, I've taken the exit down to 12 for a 30 tick exit because it may give a short entry here, and if it does, it's going to drop. And it should go down. I should be able to get more than the 20. Okay, it is a short entry. Code saying it's going to go down. What I only have to do, watch out for the offset here. Could be offset. It's been offset before. We can exclude the offset here in a second, or it may go back the other way. Okay, it looks like it very well could be offset. It's either the main or offset now. What I'm going to do is place a stop at 36. Placing a stop at 36 now. Oh, wait a second, that's too tight. That's too tight. Wait a second, hold on. No, the stop must be placed at 36. Okay, stop is at 36. That's the technical thing to do off the code. Because we have a very good possibility of a offset right now. It's been offset. Offset did give a long entry. All it has to do is break the main, and it is an offset code. If it does break the main, my stop will be hit, and I'll get out. So I'll lock in that profit. I don't want to get out here because if it isn't the offset and it's the main, then it's going to continue to go down, and the main won't get broken. You see how you can easily mathematically figure this out? It's like romper room simple once you understand how it works. It's just basically a representation of how they programmed the program. It's a reverse engineering of the program. That's what I've done, is reversed engineered the program by figuring it out. Which is romper room simple. I mean, like I said, the programmers aren't very smart. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, it did come up and get me, and it is offset. So it's going to go up now. I'm going to get another code entry here. It may turn around and give a short entry, or it may give another long. It just depends, you know. Right now we have one long in place. It could be a reversal and give a short and then go down and drop out, or it, whatever. Or it'll just give a long off the next code and continue to go up. One way or another, it only can go up or down, and the computer will tell you which way it's going to go. All you have to do is learn how to read it. Okay, I have taken a short position here. The computer says that it is going to go down. And since it gave a short entry so close to the bottom right here, it's just going to go down and go break that bottom. And go even lower. 20 ticks on this particular trade should be in the bag. I'm going to go ahead and place the stop now at, I'll be right back. Okay, stop has been placed at 38, a nice 8-tick stop. That is how you keep your losses small, and then you hit your winners and you make money. Using the code, using the reading of the computer that's controlling the movement up and down. All instruments are controlled by a computer. Nothing trades, except for stocks. Oil, however, is the only one that has a real code 2 to it. The Forex also has a code 2. The US dollar JPY has a code too. It's okay. It's not very good. It's not nothing like the oil though. The US dollar euro has a code too. It's all right. It's not. It's okay. I mean, it's not like oil though. I mean, why do you think I just trade oil for the codes? I mean, you can do okay with those codes on the Forex, for instance, the code 2. But there's only one. There's 3 of them for oil. There's only one code 2 for the US dollar JPY. There's only one code 2 for the euro US dollar. I mean, why? I mean, you can take those trades. I could teach you how to do those. But why bother? If you can just do oil so easily, like I'm doing, because it's all controlled by a computer, why bother with those other ones? But they do have it, and I could teach it. I just haven't done so yet. I've been too busy teaching oil. There's no reason to trade anything else, in my opinion. Anyway, code still says it's going to go down. Haven't gotten a change yet. And get ready to place a break-even stop here real soon. I'll come back. By the way, just so you guys know out there, because I get questions that people say, well, if it's all controlled by a computer and it's just code and you broke it and everything, how come, CNBC doesn't tell everybody? CNBC already knows. All those people on CNBC, they already know. They're all scammers. They're all con artists. Everyone on CNBC is a con artist. Not one of them is a genuine person who tells the truth. CNBC is a con artist channel. They're designed to rip everybody off and to make everybody lose their money. That's the irony to the whole thing. And people don't want to wake up. They don't want to realize what's going on. Actually, there are a lot of people waking up. They don't even allow comments anymore on CNBC because everybody would talk about how Jim Cramer is a total con artist. Everything he says is the exact opposite of what happens. He says to buy something, it goes down. He says something's going to go down, it goes up. I mean, every single time. And, nobody in the whole world could get something wrong like that. He's all being done on purpose to take people's money from them. Anyway, and again, the people on CNBC are a certain type of people. They're a certain group of people. You can't talk bad about them. But all the people on CNBC are con artists. They already know it's all controlled by a computer. And they know far more than that, too. They know everything they say is a lie, for instance. And they know it's all being done on purpose. Can't imagine what's really going on in this world. I am teaching people how to make money. From my discovery. I'll be back. Okay, I've got a break-even stop in place at 60.29. Can't lose on the trade. It's either going to go up and hit the break-even stop or go down and hit the exit. One of the two. Following the code. I still don't have another entry. I still only have one entry to go short. That's all I've got so far. I'll come back. Okay, that trade came up and hit the break-even stop. I am just now looking for another entry. And it will tell me what it's going to do before it does it, and then I will take the trade. I'm just waiting for it now. Think of it as a tell. The computer gives tells on what it's going to do because of the programmers made a flaw in the program. And all I'm doing is following those tells, following the computer program's flaw. It's that simple. That's how I'm able to get the trades right over and over and over again because of that. If it wasn't trading by computer, nobody in the world could do that. It's 100% mathematically impossible. I'll be back. By the way, I called the code perfectly yesterday in my charting service for code 2. It was perfect. Once again. And It was good for, let's see. It was good for about 130, 40 ticks. About 130, 40 ticks it was good for today. Code 2. And I called it perfectly in the charting service yesterday. Listen, all of you out there that know the codes or whatever, if you are not tracking the code 2 yourself and know how to do it, then it, you need to get my charting service. I mean, at least allow me to do it for you. You pay me, then you nail the code every day, nail the trade every day. I am going to be moving to another country shortly, and I will be taking the trade every day myself. It's just I'm not going to get up that early in the morning to make the trades. And you say, why not? Because I don't need to. I woke up early every morning for over 10 years to do trading. So I don't need to anymore. I will move to another country. I'll be in the perfect time zone, and I'll be able to take both code 2 trades like it was nothing, blindfolded, and make 100 ticks every day, like it was nothing. I'll be doing that shortly. But most of you are willing to get up if you need to, or take it whatever time, whatever you need to take it, whether it's the morning, late at night, whatever, you don't care, right? Because you want to make that money. Well, follow the code 2. Every day you can make 100 ticks. I'm tracking it for you. You don't have to track it yourself. I get it right almost every day. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, the computer just gave away a tell again, and it's saying that it is going to go down. Checking the stop. Ten-tick stop. Watch out for the offset. One of these days, I'm gonna show you how you can just focus on the offsets, and we'll see what my accuracy level is. You'll see it's very high with the offsets. I could just teach you that technique. For those of you who want to have like a really super good accuracy, or like that, you want to play this game with the offsets and everything like that, you can make it easier on yourself. Just take the offsets. Just wait for them to come. This one very well may be it right here. You didn't have to take that trade I just took, and you could have just sit there and wait to see what would happen. If the offset does happen, it looks like it's going to happen. If the offset does happen, you just take the offset. It's going to be an offset. Pretty sure. Waiting for confirmation. Let's see, what's it going to do? Where's it at? Okay, yeah, okay, I'll wait for me to get hit first, and then I'll take a long entry. Gotta watch out where your stops are at. Okay, it's holding so far. It may not be offset. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to pause the video in interest of time. I'll come back. Okay, I have adjusted the stop to cover the last code, which is set at 29 now. So if the last code gets broken, it doesn't matter which, because if the code gets broken, it's going to be a long, and it'll go long. And if it's a long, so it's a long entry. I'll go ahead and go long here. Okay, code is saying it's going to go up. The computer is saying it's going to go up. All you got to do is follow the computer. Follow the computer. Computer says it's going to go up, go up. Computer says it's going to go down, go down. It's not rocket science. It may have been genius to figure this out, but it's not rocket science once you know it. Okay, placing a break-even stop at 60.30. Preparing break-even stop at 60.30. 60.30. Placing it now. Okay, it's a tight stop. Comes back down. It's just going to stop me. It's okay because we're coming up into the code 2 here, and it's going to get radical. If it gets radical going the wrong way, I don't want to be in it. If it gets radical going the right way, then that's okay with me. In other words, I'm playing conservative here because it's going to start getting radical. It's going to start moving because we're coming up into the code 2, the last one of the day. Last code 2 of the day. And this one's just a baby code 2. This is a small one. Real baby. The other ones are the big ones. It's a good trade though for beginners. This code 2 trade, this is a very good trade for beginner traders. One trade per day, keep you in control at all times, never get out of control, get you a nice winning percentage, make money. Build up your account slowly, make money. It's a perfect trade for beginners. Okay, I still have a break-even stop in place. I'm just letting it go. Exits here, stops here. Just letting it go. See what it does. It's up to it now what it's going to do. It could get radical here and just shoot up higher, or it may jump back down, hit my break-even stop. I mean, it's going to get radical. It's going to go up and down here. That's why I'm playing 100% conservative right now. Okay, I'll come back, show you the outcome, or show you the progression. Okay, it's going for the exit. It's going up into the code here. We could get a reversal. I'm just going to let it hit. Hopefully it'll go up and hit. Still got time. Looks good. There you go. Okay, so out for another 20. Okay, there's two things. There's two things I want to say. For those of you that know the code, you say, "Oh, code entry. It's too big. Look how big it is. It's too big. If you're wrong, you're going to lose." Second, that's one point. Second point is this is the code 2 right here. You don't want to step in the way of a code 2. It's sort of like stepping in the way of a it's like jumping out in the middle of the freeway. Yeah, you might be all right, but it's dangerous. Better to wait until you get off the freeway and then jump out. It's a bit dangerous here because of all the traffic that's about to happen, all of the radicalness that's about to come. So, and when you got those two things, the radicalness plus the code too big, forget it. Just don't bother. Just pass that one up. Just wait until it gets over with. It'll all settle down, and then you can come back and do it again, or just take the one trade per day, whichever or both strategies. You could, and if you wanted to, you could actually figure out what the exact code is right now and just use it. I mean, when you know how the computer works, you can basically do anything you want. You can do anything you want. I mean, literally, this is the ultimate system to trade. Superior to all other trading systems by 1,000,000 times. There's no trading system anywhere on the planet that even come remotely close to this. Don't let anybody out there fool you. You see me doing it. Do you not? You see me taking the trades over and over again, do you not? Don't let people fool you. There's a people out there that have an agenda against you. They hate your guts and they want to rip you off. If I were you, I wouldn't let them. By the way, we have a code 1 short entry, but this is the code 2 area. You do not want to mess with it right here. If you do, just realize it's risky. But it looks like it's a code 1 short entry right there. But it's risky. Trust me, it's risky. You won't even see me taking that trade because it's risky. It's just, it could shoot up, it could shoot down, it could do it. The math on it isn't very good because we're going to get radical. And even that code that you see just may not even work because of the code 2. It is going down, but believe me, the math on it isn't good. Just because you could take the trade and win today doesn't mean that it's a good mathematical trade. It's not. Trust me, I know. That's why I teach to stay away from the code 1 during the code 2. Focus in on the code 2 for this particular one. On the other ones, you can use the code 1 for entry into the code 2. Works perfect. But on this particular one, you can't. Or you can, but it's risky. Anyway, it's late, 11:24 a.m. here on the West Coast Pacific Standard Time. And I am going to call it a day. You can see, I went down negative, when I first started, but I was able to use the code and come back and have a successful day, right? Is that powerful or what? You're seeing it with your own two eyes. There is no system anywhere in the world like the code. For you code traders out there, just analyze what I'm doing. I'm sitting here free trading the code. Teaching you, showing you the offsets, teaching you about them, free trading the code. I don't even need to figure out what the exact code is. I don't even know what the exact code is today. I haven't bothered to figure it out. I don't care. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you can make money. True or not true? That's all you care about, right? I just showed you. Free trade the code. Now you're going to see that there will come a day where free trading the code will be horrendous, because what it'll be is it'll be offset, and it won't be offset by 1. It'll be offset by 2 or 3 or 4. And if you don't see that, then you're going to get slaughtered if you try to free trade it. You have to be able to see the offset. But as you see me doing this every day, analyze it, watch it. You'll see it yourself and get good at it, just like I'm doing. Just focus in on what I'm doing, learn from it, and do the same thing. That's all you have to do. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to call it a day. I'll be back. I should be back tomorrow. I'm super busy, but I should be back tomorrow. And I hope that you code traders are learning. And I hope that all of you out there that are sitting on the sidelines wondering if you should get involved, that you start to open up your eyes and realize this is the greatest opportunity that you will ever see in your lifetime to make money. But don't take it lightly. You better be ready to come to the table fully ready to bring your best that you can bring to learn how to do this. And it's not that hard, but you should never take anything that you can make money at like this, anything but 100% serious. As serious as you can take it. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Happy trading out there, traders. I hope you're doing well and learning. Take care.